Hello, in this video I want to show you which Glock Generation 4 models are available at this moment. There is no information on the Glock homepage or somewhere else in the internet, and so I decided to show you my models. I think I have all Generation 4 models which are available yet, except the Glock 35 Generation 4. It's a caliber 40 Smith & Wesson pistol. So what we have here is, on the left side, the 9mm models. Here the caliber 40 Smith & Wesson models. And on the right side my newest Glock which is available. It's the Glock 21 Generation 4 in 45 Auto. Something about the Generation 4. Personally, I like Generation 4 better than Generation 3. There are some rumors about the double springs and the problems with Generation 4, and people talk about which problems they have. As you can see, I have 8 models of Generation 4 Glocks, and I didn't have a problem with them yet. I think that the problems with the double spring came because of self-reloaded ammunition and ammunition which wasn't strong enough. I only shoot ammunition from MagTech, and as I told you, I had never a problem with that. So Glock has already reacted and changed double springs. I think from all Glocks which are newer than September 2010 have the new version of the springs. I have some models with the old spring, and I didn't have problems even with the old springs. With the newer models, with the new springs, there are definitely no more problems. So if somebody asks me if you should buy a Generation 3 or a Generation 4, I would definitely tell him that he should go with Generation 4. If you already have a Generation 3 Glock, there is no need to buy a Generation 4, but if you like the new model and perhaps you have problems with the grip or the recoil should be easier to handle, then you could also buy a Generation 4, but it costs you a lot of money, and Generation 3 also works very well. But there is a difference on Generation 4 because of the changeable grips. If you have smaller hands or bigger hands, the new multiple backstraps are definitely better than the grip of Generation 3 if it doesn't fit you. And I also love the new texture. The Generation 3 didn't have such a rough texture, and there was the RTF2 grip. It was too rough in my opinion, and I think the Generation 4 grip is perfect. Now let's have a closer look at the models. Here we have Glock 26 Generation 4, 9mm, Glock 19 Generation 4, Glock 17 Generation 4, and Glock 34 Generation 4. These models are all caliber 9mm. Then we have the Glock 27 Generation 4. It has the same size like the Glock 26, but it is .40 Smith & Wesson. Glock 23, same size as the Glock 19. And the Glock 22, same size as the Glock 17. These three models are in caliber .40 Smith & Wesson. The Glock 35 is also available at the moment, but I haven't bought one yet. The 35 would be the same size as the Glock 34. It would look exactly the same, just the caliber isn't 9mm, it is .40 Smith & Wesson. And here we have the Glock 21 Generation 4. It is in caliber 45 ACP. It's the only model in 45 ACP that's on the market yet in Generation 4. Here we have the three calibers, on the left 9mm, in the middle 40 Smith & Wesson, and on the right 45 ACP. If somebody asks me which Glock you should buy, I would definitely say you can't go wrong with any Glock. If you don't know which one fits you best, you have to go to your gun dealer and try the pistols. But most of the time there's a problem because they don't have all models at stock. So the search is very complicated. For me personally, my favorite Glocks are the 21, the new 21 in Generation 4, because the grip of this pistol fits perfect in my hand, and I like the caliber 45 ACP. Of course the caliber is the expensivest, but I like it. If you want to have a 9mm or .40, my favorite is the Glock 17, because I have bigger hands, but also the Glock 19 fits very well. And there is of course the Glock 22 and the Glock 23, which have the same size as a Glock 22 and Glock 17 have the same size, and Glock 19 and Glock 23 have the same size. And I think you can't go wrong with one of these pistols. The Glock 19 and the Glock 23 are a bit smaller, so it's better for carrying, but for shooting the Glock 17 and the 22 are a bit better because of the longer sightline, and for my hands the grips, the bigger grips, are better. If you want to have a Glock for concealed carry, then go with the 26 or with the 27. There would also be very good compact models in caliber 45 or .357, but these models aren't available in Generation 4 yet. I hope they come 2012, but only Glock knows that. One of my favorite Glocks, which isn't here on the table, is my Glock 36. I told you a lot of things in my other videos about this pistol. For me it's the best pistol for concealed carry, but I don't know when this pistol will come out in Generation 4. So it is just available in Generation 3. If I had to choose one of these pistols, I would definitely take the Glock 21 Generation 4. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye bye.